Welcome back to my Keep Up channel. We'll make tough decisions, Reeves declares in speech as Labour targets green belt for building thousands of homes. The Chancellor used her first major speech in the job to unveil a series of planning reforms and set out a national mission to deliver growth. Speaking at the Treasury, Reeves centred housing and planning at the core of that drive for growth. Reeves promised investors Britain is a place to do business and said many companies had doubted whether the country was previously a safe haven. Reeves said her government would build 1.5 million new homes over the next 5 years while relaxing planning restrictions on building on parts of the Green Belt. She also pledged to bring back mandatory house-building targets. Vowing to get Britain building again, the Chancellor acknowledged not everyone would agree with her ideas. She said, "I know that there will be opposition to this. I'm not naive to that. And we must acknowledge that trade-offs always exist. Any development may have environmental consequences, place pressure on services, and rouse voices of local opposition. But we will not succumb to a status quo. This Labour government has been elected to get things done to get Britain building again." The new Chancellor also announced an immediate end to the absurd ban on new onshore wind developments in England. Reeves used her speech to raise Labour's policy of a national wealth fund. That £8 billion fund will have the explicit aim of tackling regional inequality through private and public investment. Reeves said she received a report into the fund from a task force led by Mark Carney, the former Bank of England governor, and will be revealing her next steps soon. The governing party also wants to develop a 10-year infrastructure strategy. Responding to a question from media, Reeves said, "I think you can see today that I mean business. We're getting on with the work that's needed to unlock that growth." She also revealed the date for the government's first budget will be announced before the Commons' summer recess. Sir Keir Starmer's administration has made economic growth and the tax revenue that would flow from it a key plank of his strategy to fund our crippling public services. The Conservatives pledged in 2019 to reach a target of 300,000 new homes a year with mandatory building targets for all local authorities. But a Tory backbench rebellion last year forced former Housing Secretary Michael Gove to water them down. He rewrote the National Policy Planning Framework, NPPF, making the targets advisory rather than mandatory. Labour's manifesto pledged to immediately rewrite the NPPF to undo damaging Conservative changes, including restoring mandatory housing targets. It said that while local communities will continue to shape house building in their area, Labour would not be afraid to make full use of intervention powers to build the houses we need. Source: thesun.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.